Greetings. I just took a shower, so that's why I have this lovely towel on. Does anyone else do this when they don't even need to? Like, I have pretty short hair, so oh my gosh, do I really look that tired? Hopefully not. Anyways, hello world, hola mundo. This is Sidekick Paul, and I'm checking in for my newest video. No slow-mo, right? Yeah, right. Just kidding. Okay. I just spent about a minute doing that intro. Here we go. So the purpose of this video is to talk about phone etiquette. And this just happened to me the other day, and it happened to someone else today. So here we go. So I live in the South, specifically Texas, where we do say yes sir, yes ma'am, and all that good stuff, right? So of course it happens with people who look very androgynous. I'm sure it happens to them more so than me because I have facial hair, which, real quick story, oh, you get two stories today. So the reason I have facial hair, I honestly hate facial hair on me. I dislike it. It makes me look older. Yes, I am loving myself and I'm loving myself aging, but I don't like facial hair on me for many reasons. For one reason is because when I eat, like, my mom can testify to this, I don't eat nachos very well. I don't eat anything very well. I'm not a great eater. Like, whenever I used to go on dates, like, I would always order something small or something that I really didn't have to, like, you know, just use too much, like a burger or anything. If anything, like if even it had tenders or pizza or something, I'd use a fork and like cut it into small pieces and then eat it up because it gets in my beard. Like I cannot handle it. Like I don't manscape this very well. So I'm just like, oh, so that's one reason. Another reason is because, within the male dominated society, this was actually, I got promoted to be a manager maybe about 5 years ago. So I got promoted to be a manager, and at the time, I'm still young, but I was younger, and people would always be like, where's your manager at? Is there a manager? Is there someone above you? And of course I was the retail manager, and the only person above me was my district manager. And I was like, no, like there is no one above me that you can talk to. I'm the person you need to talk to. And people just didn't take me serious. So I decided to grow facial hair out because it's a sign of masculinity. And while I'm not masculine, I am masculine because masculinity is defined as the things that men do. Thus, femininity is defined as things that women do. It's a cultural, oh my gosh, man, anthropological terms are so off. Cultural relativism, because if every man in our society were to wear a dress, that would be masculinity. So I'm mask. Anyways, so I digress with that. But anyways, going on. So once I had the facial hair, you know, the customers, guests, whatever you want to call them, consumers, started to take me a little bit more seriously. They never questioned as much authority. If I wasn't sure when I didn't have facial hair, they'd read right through it. If I'm not as sure when I do have facial hair, then they're just like a little more like, maybe he's right. So it's just a sign of maturity as well, which is stupid, because I know people who have them and they ain't mature. But anyways, that's going to be the reason why I have facial hair, and I hate it for so many reasons because I just have to maintain it. I'm just like, ugh. But anyways, going back to the purpose of the video, right, is phone etiquette. So we say yes ma'am, yes sir, and so when I'm at my first job that I used to have, I also worked the drive-thru. It was many things that I did there. I actually started as a busboy. Can you believe that? Like, if people know me, they know, like, no, like they'll be like, no, not you. You're too high maintenance. And I'm like, yeah, no, my first job I started as a busboy. So when I finally got to work the drive-thru, I admit that I do have a higher voice that may be interpreted as a female voice and effeminate. I don't think so, but that's just me. So I would consistently get through the drive-thru like, oh, you know, we're talking over this microphone, and they'd be like, "Oh, yes, ma'am," and I'm like, oh, and then they'd go up to the window and be like, "Oh, sorry." I'm like, whatever, I'm used to it. So I've been used to it since my first job, and I've been working since I was 17. So about, I'm not gonna give my age. That was close. You tried it. It didn't work. But anyways, so I'm just used to that, and it does get tiring though, especially on the phone. And so I was calling someone up for my partner, and they were like, I specifically said my name. This is Paul. Bleep bleep. I'm not gonna give all my name out unless you know me. And I gave it out, and we had the conversation, and they consistently said, "Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am." And I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, no. And then today at work, it happened again, except I was calling for a customer because we were ordering something from another store for them. And I don't know the person, but the person who answered the phone, I knew it was a guy, and his voice was effeminate, and I was just like, okay, cool. Like, I obviously don't care. I'm just trying to get this thing for the customer. And then when I gave the customer the phone, because I was like, oh, okay, you have to give them your address, all that good stuff. They consistently said, "Ma'am," and I'm pretty sure that the person on the other line was just as frustrated as I was, because I'm like, that's just someone with an effeminate voice. Like, oh my gosh. So it gets kind of annoying. So I just want to say, when you do call up, I honestly, it does bother me. Obviously, I'm making the video, right? Just watch your pronouns and all that good and bad stuff, because nobody likes being called what they're not. Well, yeah, no, identity. That's an idea for another video. But what am I gonna title this video? So I'd be like, why have my mustache / phone etiquette? Why have my mustache phone etiquette? No. All right, thank you for listening to this random rant. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, reactions. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I just thought of Nicki Minaj, sorry. Bye. Ooh, fuck.